This is Lynn Albro, Search Engine Optimization and Social Networking Coach, and today we are going to discuss how to find keywords that drive traffic to your doorstep. But first I'm going to share with you a story about rafting. By good fortune, an adventure seeker was able to raft down the Motu River in New Zealand 2 times during 1 year. The magnificent 4-day journey traverses one of the last wilderness areas in the North Island. The first expedition was led by Buzz, an American guide with a great deal of rafting experience, and many stories to tell of mighty rivers such as the Colorado. With a leader like Buzz, there was no reason to fear any of the great rapids on the Motu. The first half day in the gentle upper reaches was spent developing teamwork and coordination. Strokes had to be mastered, and the discipline of following commands without question was essential. In the boiling fury of a rapid, there would be no room for any mistake. When Buzz bellowed above the roar of the water, an instant reaction was essential. The group of rafters mastered the Motu. In every rapid they fought against the river and overcame it. The screamed commands of Buzz were matched only by the fury of their paddles as they took the raft exactly where Buzz wanted it to go. At the end of the journey there was a great feeling of triumph. The rafters had won. They proved that they were superior. They knew they could do it. They felt powerful and good. The mystery and majesty of the Motu had been overcome. The second time this same adventurer went down the Motu, the experience he had gained should have been invaluable, but the guide on this journey was a very soft-spoken Kiwi. It seemed that it would not even be possible to hear his voice above the noise of the rapids. As they approached the first rapid, he never even raised his voice. He did not attempt to take command of them or the river. Gently and quietly he felt the mood of the river and watched every little whirlpool. There was no drama and no shouting. There was no contest to be won. He loved the river. The travelers sped through each rapid with grace and beauty, and after a day the river had become their friend, not their enemy. The quiet Kiwi was not their leader, but only the person whose sensitivity was more developed than their own. Laughter replaced the tension of achievement. Soon the quiet Kiwi was able to lean back and let all of them take turns as leader. A quiet nod was enough to draw attention to the things their lack of experience prevented them from seeing. If they made a mistake, then they laughed, and it was the next person's turn. The travelers began to penetrate the mystery of the Motu. Now, like the quiet Kiwi, they listened to the river and looked carefully for all those things they had not even noticed the first time. At the end of the journey, they had overcome nothing except themselves. They did not want to leave behind their friend, the river. There was no test, so nothing had been won. Rather, they had become one with the river. Now, I know that you're wondering why and how this story relates to keywords in website development. Let's just say that along the way I had 2 very different teachers helping me with keyword research and website development. The first teacher was all gung-ho. I had exactly 4 half-hour sessions to figure it out, and I was supposed to catch on quickly and get on with the process of writing my website and making money. The second teacher was more of a friend and mentor. I sent her my list of keywords. She edited and added to them, and then she told me why. Gradually, I started to understand the process. Since then, I've learned more from books and webinars. However, the basics that I learned from the second teacher have proved to be tried and true. I can't, I can't claim to be one with keywords, but I did learn how to write content using keywords that grab the attention of the search engines. So here we are today asking the question, how do you find dynamic keywords that drive traffic to your website? In this webinar, we are going to explore 3 things. Number 1, how to conduct a keyword research. Number 2, how to build a site based on those keywords. And number 3, how to write search engine friendly content. First, let's talk about how a search engine works. When you do a Google search, you aren't actually searching the web. You're searching Google's index of the web, or at least as much of it that Google has found. They do that with software programs they call spiders. Spiders start by fetching a few web pages. Maybe you have sent a message to Google and asked them to spider your page. So they start there, they follow the links on those pages to new pages, then they fetch the pages that those pages point to, and then they follow all the links that those pages point to, and so on, until they have indexed pretty much a big chunk of the web. These spiders index many billions of pages stored across thousands of machines. And you can see here where a spider might start here. Take a look at, say the spider starts here. They take a look at your web pages. They follow links to other web pages. They follow more links to other web pages, and so on and so on. So when you decide to search for a specific keyword, Google's software searches every indexed page that includes your keywords. In many cases, there are hundreds of thousands, sometimes even billions of pages indexed on the internet with those specific keywords. You're going to see more about that when we do some hands-on here in just a minute. First of all, I think maybe I need to define keywords. Keyword is not just a single word, but can be 2 or 3, in some situations 5 or 6 in combination, that answer the question, what's the point of one specific web page? So onward and forward, let's do some keyword research. First of all, you need to type into your browser bar Google keyword tool and click enter. And I see the tool I'm looking for, adwords.google.com/select/keyword external tool. And I want to show you what that looks like on the screen here. Type in the words Google keyword tool, and then click on adwords.google.com/select/keyword external or keyword tool external, and this is where you come. Now, first thing I want to let you know is that if you are not signed in to your Gmail account, go ahead and sign in, and there's a button over here that says click sign in. That will help you avoid having to type in a security code every time you want to do a Google's keyword search. Okay, now we're going to type in a couple of Google keywords that I was working on last night. We're going to pretend like we are a real estate agent in San Francisco, and we are looking for keywords to base our website on, or what some people call a niche. And we click search. Okay, so first of all, you see the first 2 words that I searched here. Real estate San Francisco gets 74,000 global monthly searches, what I like to call demands. If you click on real estate San Francisco, what happens is you actually do a research for those keywords. And here you can see we have 133 million results. What that is, it's 133 million pages with the keyword terms real estate San Francisco indexed on their pages. If you were to try and be competitive at real estate San Francisco, you could be after a period of time. It might take a couple years, but what we're trying to do here is find keywords with a lot less competition so that we can be competitive a lot quicker. So we're going to go ahead and back out of this search, and then I want to look at real estate agent San Francisco. You can see we have over here 2,900 global monthly searches, which is within our, what we're looking for is at least 1,000 global monthly searches. And now we search for that term, and we have 49 million indexed results for the keyword real estate agent San Francisco. Again, way too much competition. What we're looking for is less than 1 million, preferably 500,000, less than 500,000 indexed results. So let's back out of this. And now we're going to look a little bit deeper into this. First of all, I know that there's a lot of just stuff in here. So I'm going to click on only show ideas closely related to my search terms. I'm going to click search again. Then you want to come down here and you want to click on the word competition once. And what that does is reorganize your keywords so that the keywords with the most competition are first. If you click on it a second time, it reorganizes your keywords again, and the keywords with the least amount of competition are at the top. So remember I said we're looking for 1,000 global monthly searches. The first one that I see like that is San Francisco real estate market. We're going to go ahead and do a Google search on that. And we've got 188 million indexed results. We cannot be competitive on that. So we're going to back out of that one. Scroll down here and we've got one that says San Francisco real estate prices, 1,600 demands per month, and 72,100,000 results. So let's back out of that one. We've got South San Francisco real estate with 1,000 demands per month and 176 million indexed results. So we're going to back out of that one. Way too much competition. And then Castro real estate San Francisco. Nope, that's only 91. Real estate South San Francisco, just the same keyword, just reworded. 101 million indexed results. So we are going to back out. I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, and I see one here that says San Francisco real estate with 74,000 demands per month, but that's basically the same thing, only we typed in real estate San Francisco. This time there are 423 million indexed results. So basically what you're doing here is you're going through every one of these looking for a keyword that relates to your website or to your concept. And we could literally do this all day, but I'm going to cut the time down a little bit. I did a keyword research on this yesterday, and I after a couple hours I came up with a couple keywords that would work. So we're going to go ahead and type them in. San Francisco mansions and Victorian houses San Francisco. Oops. I use the term houses because it's not as there's not as much competition on houses as there is for homes. So we click search, and this time Victorian San Francisco Mansions has 3,600 global monthly searches or demands with 2,220,000 results. That is a significant lower number of results than what we were seeing before. So we're starting to find things here that we know will work. That's still too many results to use for a site concept or your main keyword. So let's take a look at Victorian houses San Francisco. We've got 1,300 global monthly searches, and we're going to do a Google search, and we have 696,000 results. So we have finally found something here that we could be competitive at. So we're going, as we go through this keyword research, we just click on it, and we've got mansions in San Francisco, 2,170 results, and then I want to go down here and actually I would be, as I was going along, I would be setting these up in an Excel file or some kind of spreadsheet file. Mansions in San Francisco with 3,600 demands and 2,170 results. So I have 3 columns here. And then I would take a look at, you notice I've got these in order already. Victorian houses in San Francisco. There are 1,300 demands and 699,000 results. So I would start adding these to a spreadsheet till I got up to, say, 100 of them. That's not uncommon. 100, 200. I even did a keyword research with 500 keywords in it. You just keep doing it till you find what I call a niche or a hole that you chase down that there's not much competition in. So that's how you do keyword research and how you document it. I'll show you one of my documentations here. It is, let's see, spreadsheets, Sweet. I'm not seeing any spreadsheets. Here's a spreadsheet, and here's what I would do. First of all, I would come in here, give myself some space for my keyword, then give myself a little space for my results. And the first column would be the keyword, which would be Victorian houses San Francisco, and the demands is 1,300, and the number of 696,000. So if we can find our, this is like in the way. Sorry about this. Sometimes it just gets in the way and I gotta move it out of the way. Okay, here we go. So back to our Excel file. 696 results. And then we do the next one, which is San Francisco mansions. And we're going back to San Francisco mansions. You know, this just isn't making sense. I'm gonna type in a capital and a capital and see if that makes a difference. And it didn't change the numbers at all. So we have San Francisco mansions, 2,220,000, and let's go ahead and open up the Excel file. 2,220,000 and 3,600 demands. And we'll go back and enter that. So I do that till I have minimum of 100 and actually upwards to 300, 500 keywords for my concept. It takes time. It takes 3 or 4 hours easily. So let's go back to the Google Keywords tool, and let's go back to how to find keywords that drive traffic. And I'm going to show you one of my lists. You can see San Francisco neighborhood maps, 9,900 demands, 15,500,000 indexed pages. Let's look a little bit where we actually can do something here. Gingerbread house in San Francisco, which is technically a Victorian house, 590 demands with 360,000 indexed pages. Painted ladies in San Francisco. This actually gives you some wiggle room. 3,600 demands and 613,000 index pages. You notice how when you add the word in, painted ladies in San Francisco, you have 3,600 demands and 2,120,000 pages. So here's another one, San Francisco Victorian homes, 1,600 demands and 665,000 indexed pages. Spreckles Mansion would actually be an absolute ideal keyword, but I don't know how you could write a whole website on Spreckles Mansion. There's 8,100 demands and 128,000 indexed pages. So here's my thought as I'm going through this. How about if we write the main concept be San Francisco mansions, and we write about the different mansions, and we can also write about the neighborhoods, because the neighborhoods seem to be there's a little bit of wiggle room here, like Burnell Heights, San Francisco, 1,900 demands and 1,810,000 indexed pages. Pacific Heights, 6,600 demands and 3,370,000 pages. And as I understand Pacific Heights, it's full of Victorian houses. It's pretty much what it is Victorian houses. So our next step answers the question how to build a site plan based on the dynamic keywords. And it's just simple, old-fashioned outline form. Consider this outline as like an outline for a book, because when you start adding articles to your website, you end up with essentially a book. And you've got your title, which in this situation is going to be Victorian Houses San Francisco. That's your title. and your site concept, and then we're going to talk about specific neighborhoods, and we're going to talk about specific mansions. And actually, when I was doing this research last night, there was 217,000 indexed pages. Today, as you know, that's changed a little. I'm not real sure how that happens that quick, but it's happened to me before. I think I've got a really good niche, and then you go back and we have 2,220,000 indexed pages. So this is something that you kind of have to sit on for a couple days. Don't make a rash decision and chase after it real quickly. But you see, I took the indexed, the demands and the indexed pages, and I left them with my list. And based on this information, the first article I would write would be, well, actually would be an introduction, Victorian houses in San Francisco, or technically the About Us page. Although if you're a real estate agent in San Francisco, probably better to write the About Us on yourself than that you specialize in Victorian houses in San Francisco. And then you write a category page on Victorian houses in San Francisco, and this is the foundation of your whole website. And then you would go back and you would write individual pages, and I always try to write the one with the highest demand and the least amount of competition in order to kind of jumpstart my website. So we would, after we've written the article on Victorian houses San Francisco, or in San Francisco, which is the concept of our whole site, then we would go back and write one on Spreckels Mansion. And I would actually probably write the articles on the mansions first, because they get the traffic. They're going to get the traffic sooner than writing the articles on the different neighborhoods. You can see, like Pacific Heights, 6,600 demands with 3,370,000 indexed pages. Not a bad place to not there's some wiggle room there, but I still prefer under 1,000,000 indexed pages. Then my third main category for this website is going to be Victorian houses for sale. And if I were a real estate agent in San Francisco, I would put up all the Victorian houses that I could find. I would say on the the local MLS. You could probably even set up a link just to Victorian houses on the MLS, a special link if you had an IDX system. Or I've also gone back to the main associated website, like Century 21 M&M Associates, and I've created what they call a jump search or a quick search for not Victorian houses, because we don't have that, but for, say, condos for sale in Modesto. So I create a jump search for condos for sale in Modesto, and then I use a link back from the main website to one of my agents' websites. So this is how you build a site plan based on dynamic keywords. And you can see, if you consistently add these pages every month, you've got a better chance of getting traffic coming to your website that you don't have to pay for. In other words, organic traffic. Onward and forward. So how do you build content using the keywords that are here? How do you build that content that's search engine friendly? First of all, every article you write should include the site concept, which in this case we were going to use Victorian houses San Francisco. So in every article that I write, I would use the term Victorian houses in San Francisco at least a couple times per 100 words. And then say I was writing the article Spreckels Mansion, then I would pick that article as my second article because it's got the highest demand and the least amount of competition. And then I would use the words Spreckels Mansion 3 to 4 times per 100 words, including in the title, in the meta description, and behind every picture. The title could be Spreckels Mansion, Victorian Houses in San Francisco, or it could be Victorian Houses in San Francisco, semicolon, Spreckels Mansion. Be careful not to use any word more than 6 times per 100 words. That can be considered spamming, and the search engines are very likely to discount all of your content based on that. Every time you use a keyword in the content, convert that keyword to italics. And this is my favorite one, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep the content simple, stupid. Simple and plain, almost outline form with bold lettering, heading fonts, and bullet points, or numbered section. I use numbers a lot. Keep the sentences short and punchy, and keep the paragraph short, no more than 4 lines. I mean, if you need to write 5 lines or push it to 6, you have to do that. You have to give the reader the best experience possible, but also keep in mind that you need to keep those paragraphs as short as possible. I've literally seen people turn every sentence into a paragraph, and I think that might be a little bit of an overkill. Double space after each paragraph, and always install at least one picture, something that tells the reader at a glance what the article's about. So I'm going to show you one of my articles. And we're going to take a look at one of them. It's titled 10 Steps to Social Search, and I'm going to type that into the search bar here. And it should pop up here in a second, and we open it up. And as you can see, I have my picture, and I have my paragraphs are all short, and every one of my social search, which is one of my keywords here, is in italics. And I also included, and this is important, a headline. I think this is a 2-point headline, and then I have 10 steps. And I tried to actually put a space in between it, but it messed up the numbering, so I had to eliminate the space between each one of the steps. But you get the idea. There's not quite as much white space in this as I would like, based on the fact that I couldn't put a double space between each of the numbered steps. And I wrote a catchy first line here. Is the blog dead? No, actually a blog or website works alongside social networking and in turn impacts social search. I included the keyword in it, social search, and you can kind of see that just gives you a good idea. So now what I'm going to do and show you how you could do this in Word. I'm going to highlight this whole article. I steal my own article. Sometimes it's so slow. Okay. And we're going to copy it. And now we're going to go to a Word. Open up a Word file. And I'm going to paste it. And you can now see the content a little bit better. Whoops, there it is, it's all there. And one of the first things that you do is you take a look at how many, the number of words that you have. And we have, actually it says down here 561. I try to keep my articles under 600 words and more than 250 words. Then if you want to find the specific keywords so that you can um, I convert them to italics, you click on find. Oh, this didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, we're going to find search, social search. And it highlights every one of the social searches. And then we can go up and highlight that and turn it into italics. And let's do that again. Highlight it, turn it into italics, and you do that as you go down the whole article. And then that way you can see how many times I've written the word social search, which is, let's see how many times. I've got 561 words, and I have, it looks like, I don't want this. Close it so I can see what's going on over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11. I've used the word social search 11 times, which is 2 times per 100 words, which is minimal for this type of article. But I tried to add that in more in the numbered ones down near the bottom, and I just couldn't get it in. It just didn't, the term didn't work. And it's got to be not only search engine friendly, but it's also got to be reader or user friendly. So that's how you use your Word document file to find your keywords, count your keywords, count the number of words you have, and you can also, if you think like you've got a word too many times, like say marketing, I have marketing in this article 3 times, so I'm not spamming the word marketing. If you notice that you have a word way too many times, you can check it using the find tool. Okay, so let's close this, and I'm not going to save. We've already done that. That's how you write for search engine friendly content. Now let's go back to, okay, your homework for this session kind of links together with your homework from last week. I want you to write down your top 10 keyword ideas and start researching. Then I want you to choose your site concept from those keywords and rewrite your bios, including your new chosen keywords. And finally, I want you to sign up at ping.fm and add to your social networks. So we're going to go to ping.fm, take a look at that. Oops, not sure what I did here. Lost everything. I'm going to type in ping.fm. Again, this is live and you never know what's going to happen. So we find the ping login. I'm going to log in. And actually you're going to sign up. I'm sure you can all handle that. And you can see here, here's my dashboard. Here's the number of accounts that I have attached to my Ping FM. We're going to be using this Ping FM in when we automate and syndicate. That's why I'm asking you to do it now. And I've chosen Twitter, Facebook, Facebook Pages, MySpace, LinkedIn, FriendFeed, Plurk, Plaxo, Pulse, Flickr, and Yahoo. And how you add more networks is you click on the term add more networks, and everything that you're not already up, don't already have up, you can actually, it shows here on the screen. So I'm going to click on Delicious. And let's see, let me see if I'm not sure what my sign in is here, but I'm going to take a look. I'm guessing it's cool. 5305, and we're going to sign in. Hopefully that works. Oops. 529. This is an old one that I signed up for way back when I first got started, so haven't used it in a long time. Oh, cool, Mom. Let's try again. Okay, so I am now into Delicious, and I'm transferring my markings. I agree to this here, my bookmarks. And we're going to go back, continue on to Delicious, and I'm going to go back to Ping FM. Now it should pop up. It should pop up now. Update settings. Delicious. Did it? I'm going to try it again because it doesn't look like I got it here. Add network. Oh, they don't have an API, so we can't use that yet. This happens. This is real life here. It happens. Let's see what else I can do. How about a custom? No, I don't want a custom URL. Google Buzz. I do have a Google Buzz account. And share publicly or privately, engage in conversations. Try Google Buzz. I have one follower. Save profile and continue. And I'm going to move this down because it's right in the middle here. Okay, continue. Grant access. I have to grant access to my Google Buzz account. And my network has been added, and we go back to my dashboard, and you can see Google Buzz is in there. That's how you do it. It's not that hard, but there are some glitches in it. Just wanted you to see that they can be overcome, and just keep going through till you can attach, say, 10 of your social networking sites. So that's your homework. Let's go back to sign up at Ping FM and add your social networks. We've talked about that. Okay, just a reminder, we are going to module number 3 is next Tuesday at 1 p.m. It's on WordPress and how to write search engine friendly content. Module number 4 is September 20th at 1 p.m. How to engage social networking prospects and generate leads. Module number 5, September 24th, how to engage social networking prospects and generate leads. Okay, now how did I end up with 2 of them? I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to have to go back and fix that. Number 6, how to automate and syndicate your blogs. Number 7, how to build marketing lists and capture leads. Number 8, how to market prospects with email. Number 9, how to set up and automate a drip email system. So I've got a duplicate in there. I'll fix that later. You can find this at my website, bestrealestatemarketingideas.com. Click on the column all the way to the left. Okay, keyword research help is available. As you can see, keyword research is not easy. It's a tedious process. And if you're looking for help, you can email me, lynn.albro@gmail.com. For a limited time until September 16th, I am offering a keyword research package for $97, which is valued at $199. After 10 days, it will go to $199. This package includes 100 keywords that relate to your website concept, along with the monthly number of demands and the number of competitor pages. The site concept suggestion, that's number 2. In other words, I'll come up with a keyword that I think will work as your site concept, and 3 subcategories, and then your top, this is number 4, your top 3 competitors. I will analyze their websites with details on what keywords they're using, what their traffic ranking is, and their meta description. And number 4, I will send you a how-to guide on writing search engine friendly content, what we just talked about and more, and I will give you 1/2 hour of my time, consultation time, for free. All you have to do is go to ultimatewebmarketingtoolkit.com. I'm going to show you how to do that. If you go to bestrealestatemarketingideas.com, click on special marketing toolkit, and then click on keyword research. Here you can find exactly what we've been talking about. It's actually very simple to find, or you can go straight to ultimatewebmarketingtoolkit.com. I hope this has been helpful to you. I know I tried to jam a whole lot of stuff in a very short period of time. Again, I'm still offering individual modules for $9.99, which includes a transcript, a link to the video, and a how-to, an in-depth how-to instructions, written how-to instructions that you can print out and use, set it beside you. I know I'm always one that I need how-to instructions for everything, so I print everything out and have it sitting right beside me when I'm trying to figure something out. I want to thank you for your time, and I hope that I'll see you next Tuesday for the WordPress blog, how to do a WordPress blog and how to set it up, and how to set it up so it's search engine friendly. I look forward to spending more time with you next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Again, thank you.